Are you asking yourself, is it a good idea for me to sell my own home? Well, if you are, stick around because we are diving into that right now. Hi there, I'm Kari Ray Davis with Kari Sells the City in Keller Williams. I'm here to inform you about different topics of real estate as well as the beautiful Puget Sound region where I've lived for over 2 decades. Subscribe to my channel and check back every Wednesday for new topics of interest. Have you been kicking around the idea of selling your own home? Do you think you have what it takes to be successful? Just like the other 8% of sellers out there? Well, I'm sure that you may, but you know, some things are better left to the professionals. Let's highlight why. So who are your buyers? Do you even know? So there are 4 types of buyers out there, 4 categories. Number 1, first-time home buyers. Number 2, the I need to move now buyers. 3, the looky-loos, I have all the time in the world. And then 4, the investor. So first-time home buyers are buyers that have zero idea of the process. These are the type of buyers that are highly likely to work with an agent because they need someone to hold their hand and walk them through the process. The I need to move now buyers have different circumstances that require them to move quickly, whether they're moving for a job or they may be getting a divorce. So this is the type of buyer that wants an agent that's going to come in and help them execute everything successfully, and they're willing to pay the best price because they need to move now. Then on the reverse side, we have the looky-loos. They have all the time in the world. They might be looking for a full year or 2 before they decide to buy. So this is the type of buyer that's going to be choosy and selective, look at a lot of properties, and they're probably going to come in low because they want to get the best deal that they can. Then you have your investor. Your investor is the type of buyer that wants to come in and get the best deal possible. Their goal is to swoop in and prey on a for sale by owner seller to get the best price and try and secure the property before it actually gets on the market. An investor usually wants to pay about 70% of what the value of the home is because they've got their own numbers that they're looking at. So when they sell or flip your property, they've got margins that they're trying to maintain. Another scenario that you run into as a for sale by owner seller is buyers automatically think they're going to come in and get a better deal. So they look at the fact that you're not paying commissions to either agent, so they think that they're going to be able to come in and offer you less money because you're not saving money on the sale, you're saving them money on the sale. If you sell your house on your own, how are you marketing to these buyers? About 90% of buyers work with an agent. So they are relying on their agent to send them listings via the MLS and the other platforms that the MLS populates. So if you are trying to sell a property on your own without having access to an agent and their network, you are not getting exposure to most of those buyers. You're only going to get exposure to maybe 10 to 15% of the eligible buyers out there. So that means that you're leaving money on the table if you're not getting enough exposure. Maybe these buyers won't even realize that your home exists to look at. If you happen to actually get some of these buyers to see your property, they may see a listing that's not professionally done, pictures that aren't professional. So then eventually when you do end up listing with an agent, they may see your house and remember what it looked like before and decide that they don't want to see it. When it comes to marketing your house, you want to make sure everything's done professionally. Professional photographs, having somebody come in and help you declutter the house, let you know what improvements to make. You want to be careful you're not spending your money in places that aren't going to garner you a higher price point. You also want to be able to get access to different vendors that your agent would have access to help make it more reasonable for you and help you keep from spending money where you shouldn't be spending it. Do you have the acumen to navigate and negotiate the transaction forms and the disclosure laws in your state? That's something very important. The highest likelihood of lawsuits in real estate are from for sale by owner transactions. So it's definitely something that you don't want to find yourself in hot water and in a lawsuit because you didn't disclose something properly, or you didn't read a form properly, or you didn't quite understand what it meant. A licensed broker is going to help make sure that you don't end up in this situation. Do you have the time? Selling a home can take a real estate professional anywhere between 20 and 200 hours to market and list your home. And that's not including the time it takes to get your home ready for market. So you have to think about that, along with the fact that you're going to be getting calls and emails as soon as you list your property. Do you have the time to call everybody back, email them back, set appointments and showings? Especially in times of COVID, do you really want strangers coming in and out of your home? If you work with a licensed real estate professional, they're going to be able to keep track of who came in the home, keep track of how many buyers are interested, how many requests that they've gotten about the house, and be able to keep up with the emails and the demands of responding to everybody to ensure that your home gets the traction and the exposure that it needs, and that you're aware of how much interest you have so you can maximize your dollar. Realtors are licensed in their state for a reason. They've been vetted with the state. They have the knowledge needed in order to get you through the process confidently. So trying to save some money on commissions in the beginning really isn't going to pay off if you just worked with an agent. Just be confident that your realtor is looking out for you and is going to do the best that they can. I hope I've answered some questions on whether it's really a good idea to try and sell your home on your own. There's so much that goes into listing a property. You really don't know until you get into it. So it really is best to leave it to the professionals. If you've got questions, I'm happy to answer. So just let me know if there's anything I can help you with.